So this is how you're going to prove to yourself that imagining creates reality. You go to the end, you see yourself with already having the thing that you're desiring, and you do nothing to try to make it happen. You don't try to figure out what to do. You don't try to figure out how to get the money. You don't try to figure out how to get the job. You don't figure out how to meet, your significant other. You trust that the thing you've asked for, you already have, and allow it to unfold right before you. This is how you prove to yourself that you are the cause of your manifesting. Hey, T. Hey, April. Yes, you are. Right on time. This is how you prove to yourself that you are the cause, that imagining really does create reality. Because here's the thing. When you imagine whatever it is that you desire, you will be led in an effortless way. It won't feel like force. It won't feel like a chore. You won't be stressed out, won't be full of anxiety. None of that will be taking place. It will be ease and flow. Hey, NA, welcome. Hello. This is what we mean by do nothing. Like, especially even if you're assisting someone with their desire, right? Someone desires to, a healing, or they desire to have more money. You're going to touch and agree with them, right? You're going to believe they already have the desire. But once you believe that they already have the desire, you don't go then tell them how to get it. You don't go and then tell them, okay, well, now you go do this. Or if I were you, I would do that. No. If they already have it, if it's already done, if it's already theirs, why are you putting your 2 cents in on how to get it? See, now you're doing the job of divine mind, of the infinite presence within you. Leave that job to the expert, which is your higher self. Every desire has its own way of fruition, and you have to trust that. It's because we don't really trust it is why we get anxious, is why we get fearful, right? It's the reason why doubt springs forward. It's because we don't trust in the presence, in the I am. We think we can consciously try to figure a thing out, but usually when you do it, you put a lot of effort into it. You get tired, you overworked, you're stressed out. But it's the effortless way. This is the effortless way. This is all about surrendering to the power within you, to the Father, to consciousness, to the source. You have to realize you're not the source. The I am is the source. The higher being, the God within. Your Father is the source. Father, mother. As some people say, the great I am, the great within. Source energy, Christ conscious, Buddha mind. I know we have all of these labels trying to define that which is undefinable. And I know this is a hard thing for a lot of people because we've been told to be action oriented, and it doesn't mean that you won't take action. That's not what it's saying, that you won't eventually take action. It's saying don't worry about the how. That any action you take will be compelled. It will be natural. And it's going to be so natural, you're going to be compelled to do it. It's going to be automatic that you're going to question if it was your thoughts that created it. Because you're going to get so hung up on the doing, you're going to think that your physical action was the cause. And a lot of us forget that no, it was actually your mind that brought about the action. What does that mean? Once experienced, he will mention his name. Hey, dream woman. Hey, hey. Well, that is the name. I am. Oh, okay, dream woman. That is the name. I am. Whenever you say I am, you're speaking of the power within. I'm manifesting more sales, so I'm thinking, okay, how do I get there? Do I do this? Do I send out emails? I'm trying to figure out the steps. Do you think I should just live in the end? Absolutely. That's what we teach. Over here we teach, Dream Woman, living in the end. This what you're saying? Here's the thing. You can do all of this that you just stated. You can do all of the sending out the emails, and you can do all of that, right? Just know that you sending out the email is not the cause. The cause is you believe you already have the sales. Any action you taking, do it simply for the joy of it. Do it simply because you want to reach out to your clients. Do it only for that reason, not because you're trying to make something happen. You can't make anything happen. It's already done. So if you feel like you want to reach out to your clients and you want to send emails out, do that. There's no right or wrong. Just don't look for that to be the cause, because it may come from a totally different, your clients may not even come from any of the emails, or they may come from all of the emails. Just have fun. Enjoy sending out the emails with no expectation, with no attachment to the outcome, no attachment to results. Why? Because the thing you want is already done. You already have the clients. You already have the sales. That part is already done. How do you go about keeping a positive perspective if things isn't as it appear when manifesting? Give thanks for where you are, butterfly. Give thanks for where you are. Appreciation and gratitude is the key. Hello, Karina. Hello. Hello, everyone. As well as Uncle Ebo. Hello. Who said you won't do anything? I said do nothing to make it so. Do nothing to bring about the manifestation, because it's already done. Don't worry about what to do. Any action you do should be natural. Here's the thing when it comes to manifesting your desire when you know it's already done. Any action you take will be unconscious action. It won't necessarily be something that you say, oh, I do this and bam, I know this is going to be the reason why I get the sales. You're not going to know that. You may give, you may say that that's the reason why it happened, but you have to know, Dream Woman, the reason why it happened is because you imagined it, not because of any action you took. The action is secondary. The action is the effects. The world, the 3D, is the world of effects. It's never the cause. Hey, Deniza. But here's the thing. I'm not telling you not to send out the emails. I'm not telling you not to send them out. I'm saying send them out joyfully. Send them out with pleasure. Send them out with no attachment to the outcome. Just send them out because it feels good to do so, and for no other reason. For the joy of doing so. Say, ooh, just do whatever comes to my mind for fun. Exactly. Absolutely. Blessings, Chief Najee. Welcome. Hello, Samira. You said, does everyone is you pushed out mean people aren't real? That scares me so much. No, that doesn't mean that people aren't real. They're just there, just as real as you are. Say, can I give an example of inspired action? Actually, I can't, Dream Woman, because all action is inspired action. I don't even subscribe to that terminology of inspired action. Every action you take is inspired. Why? Because your spirit. So every action you take is going to be based on what? Your beliefs. That's why living in the end is forming a new belief, saying, I am already that which has the clients. And since I'm already that which has the clients, to operate from the state of being a person that has more sales than they've ever had before, what does that look like to you? What does it look like now that you are the person that has more sales? And since you are the person that has more sales, you're going to naturally do what goes along with being that person. It's automatic. It's who you are. So because you are a person that has a greater clientele, you have more sales for your business, you are just a different person. You're a new version of yourself. You're no longer the person that's complaining about where their client's going to come from. That's not even in your mindset. That's the old version that worried about sales and worried about clients. No, the new version of you, the person that's living in the end, isn't trying to figure out where the clients are coming from. Why? Because you already have them. So what does that look like? Does that mean you're communicating more with them? Does that mean you're putting in large deposits of money? Does that mean that your what is it called? Your overhead is more now because you have more production going on. So that means you have now a higher overhead, right? So that's living in the end. That's being in a new state. And all this should be happening within your mind. This is all you're impressing upon the subconscious. And then you'll naturally do what a person that has more clients and higher sales would do. Yes, we walk by faith and not by sight. Hello, I am Star Quality. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, focused man. Should I say I already have it or I believe I already have it when I say I have it? You say I already have it. And you could say either one, actually, as long as you're using first person present tense, right? Because believe just means I accept that the thing I desire already belongs to me, right? But what makes it sound more real to you, focused man? Which statement resonates more with you? I believe I already have it, or I already have it. Like which one resonates more with you? Because that's key. That's key to impressing the subconscious. Whatever makes you assume the end of being that which you desire to be. Say, what's my view on magic thinking? I haven't heard that terminology, Chief Naji. What does that mean, magic thinking? Say, a lottery ticket and it happens to be a winner. That's not thinking, I guess. Yep. No thinking. You're not overthinking it. Hey, I love Keisha. Welcome, welcome. So everything is from our beliefs. If I'm choosing between route A or route B, go by. Exactly, Dream Woman. It will be automatic. It will just naturally happen. You won't have to think about it. Like, think about the stuff you do during the day. A lot of it is through what? From subconscious behavior. It's an unconscious thing. Like, do you drive? And are you consciously thinking about every step you take to drive? No, you're not. When you walk, are you thinking about every step you take? When you get up to do anything that you have done repetitively that has become a part of you, do you have to consciously think about everything you do? No, that's how it is when you are the being that says, I have all these sales. The clients are just coming from all over the place, from different places. Some of them could be from word of mouth. Some of them could be from social media. Some of them could be, it could be, you could run into someone at the store, while you're shopping, while you're running errands, whatever. You can be passing out business cards, whatever you're doing. And it will be effortless. This is the key. Effortless is key. Yup. Basically not forcing the action, but doing what feels natural to you and trusting yourself. Exactly. And natural means you don't really think about it. When it's natural, you're not giving too much thought to it. Hello, Lola Loves Life. How would you recommend one to manifest an illness being eradicated? I would recommend going to sleep in the state of having a healed body and imagining someone, congratulating you and telling you how amazing you look, or you're telling someone that, the doctor came back with a negative, diagnosis, or you can have the doctor telling you that this is a miracle, I can't believe it. All of the tests came back negative. We found nothing wrong, whatever it is, or, depending on the illness, right? Like, can you imagine yourself doing something that you're unable to do because you have the illness, and now you no longer have the illness, you do it with ease? You can imagine that, but you want to go to sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled, as well as you want to create the state akin to sleep during the day. Take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day and create the state akin to sleep, also known as meditation or self-hypnosis, and do the same thing you will be doing falling asleep, imagining whatever scene you pick that depicts to you that you are well. And you can also affirm that the I am within you only knows wholeness, well-being. It doesn't, and so we're just going to focus on healing. We're not going to talk about the symptoms. We're not going to name the illness, but we're only going to identify with well-being. So when we're praying, we're giving thanks for a well body. We're giving thanks that the presence, the I am within us, only knows wellness, only knows healing. And you also can listen to Dr. Joseph Murphy's YouTube. He speaks a lot on healing as well. I will also listen to him. Yes, it's already done. I love Keisha. Hello, Lola Polite. Yes, I am. Hello, Phoenix. So I'm learning just that. Been a huge game changer. Yes, yes, yes. Most of the work I do now is on my belief systems. Yep. Because that's where everything starts. Yep, that's it. Oh, so can I repeat that I understood it? Absolutely. If it's natural to me, I would live in the end, and the route I choose would be natural. Absolutely. That's it, Dream Woman. Like I would naturally know I'm making a left to make Route A. Yep. I wouldn't need to think between Route A or Route B. Yep, you got it right. Yep, Dream Woman. Yep. Hello, Holly. Hello. You're welcome, Lola. Magic thinking is just thinking and procrastinating without taking action. What is procrastinating? That's a judgment. Who says you're procrastinating? Hello, Aaron. Hello. So I guess that's what people are calling it, magic thinking. But this is the law of assumption that Neville teaches, that Neville Goddard teaches. That when you live in the end and you see yourself as already having it, you're not trying to think about how you're going to get it because you already have it. And so the things necessary to bring about your manifestation naturally happens. You are compelled. He calls them a bridge of incidents that just show up in your world that leads you to the manifestation. It's not something you're trying to make happen. It's something you know already exists, so you don't have to necessarily do anything to make it so, because it's already so. Does that mean you won't take action? No, it doesn't. It does not mean you won't take action, but the action you take will be so minuscule in comparison to bringing the desire into reality. Oh, nice, Lola. So he just got one of his books today. I think what threw me off was this term, inspired action. I thought I had to do things. Right, I think inspired action throws a lot of people off. That's kind of why I got away from law of attraction. That's why I don't really talk about. When I talk about law of attraction, I'm talking about you being a magnet and attracting things into your experience. But the whole premise of law of attraction, I got away from, and I only resonate now with law of assumption. If you're assuming you already have a thing, you don't do anything to make it so because you know it's already so. You leave the doing to the higher realm, and it will be automatic because it's who you are. Hey, Elizabeth. Say, what have I missed? A lot. You missed everything. Hello, Light Shadows. Hey, Noreen. Hey. Oh, thank you. Say, I love you so much. You always are on here helping so much with all your teachings. Oh, thank you. I enjoy it. Something I love. You said you didn't realize it was a difference. I noticed it was a difference. They may be, they may not be vast differences, but there is a difference between those who teach law of attraction versus those who resonate with law of assumption. So the best results when I affirmed and decided what I wanted. That's what happened. Decision is key, NA. Decision is 90% of is 90% of what we got going on. Wow, explain everything that it clicks immediately. Some people talk in circles and I'm still confused. Oh, dream woman. That has always been my desire, that I keep it simple, because I need to understand it before I can share it with you, right? It has to make sense to me. So, and so I'm like, if it makes sense to me, and some people do try talk in abstract, and it was interesting. That's what my oldest daughter would say about Abraham Hicks. That's why she didn't really like Abraham Hicks, because she felt like she talked too much in the abstract, right? So she was like, I really can't get with her. I just, but I listened to Abraham Hicks for a good 2 years. Like I said, I had like 3 of her books. I didn't read the last one, The Vortex, but I did read The Law of Attraction and Ask and It Was Given. And I watched her videos every day for a good 2 years, because I was still in between her and Neville. Even though I had found Neville, I was still listening to Abraham Hicks because I still enjoyed. I still got something out of it. I'm not gonna say that I didn't, that she didn't help on my spiritual path, because I did get some understanding from her teachings. Even went to one of her what is it called? Not convention. I don't think that's what she called it. But whatever, one of her meetings. I did go, when she came to Illinois, I did go to one of her meetings as well. So you want me to explain the difference between law of attraction and the law of assumption? Well, the law of assumption, a lot of them say that the universe is giving you something, pray to the universe. It's almost like saying that you're praying to God, like you're praying to something outside of yourself. And especially a lot with the inspired action. Like if we're spirit, how can any action you take not be inspired? It makes you try to think about what to do. it makes you think about the how, even though they tell you the how is not your work, right? When Abraham Hicks is teaching, she's telling you the how is not your work, the how is not your work. And then she talks about inspired action. Well, if the how is not my work, why are you telling me about what action I'm going to take? Because for those of you who have read Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, Florence Noble Sheehan, you realize that a lot of their students manifested with them having to do little to nothing, that their manifestations came to them. They didn't do anything to bring them about. They were brought to them, right? These things happened naturally. It wasn't something they mulled over and tried to figure out and say, oh, let me see if this is an inspired action. I think that's what gets people confused, because they try to figure out, is this inspired action? Is this inspired action? Oh, I wonder if this is inspired action. I wonder if this is, and so you be all in your head and you be confused and you're like, well, I thought this was inspired action and the manifestation still didn't come. I thought this felt really good. I thought this was going to be the reason why I got the manifestation, and people get frustrated and then but if you learn to just relax and chill and know that it's already done, and then your desire will come to you. But a lot of us don't believe that. We think we have to chase it. We think we have to go after it. We don't believe that that all we can do is just be still and know and let it come to us. And any action we take is going to be unconscious. We're not going to know that this is the thing that's leading us to the manifestation. It's going to happen so easily. We're going to question, wait, this would have happened anyway. A lot of us have that experience where we feel like, did I do that? Is it because of my thoughts? Because this happened too normally. It was just too normal, too natural. Wait, what was the cause again? Thank you, Holly. Hey, Noreen. Say, it's crazy out here in LA, as you can see. For me and my family aren't affected by oh, thank God, Noreen. But yes, I don't watch the news, so actually I don't know what's going on in California. But I am so glad to hear that you are safe and sound and everything is well with you and your loved ones. So glad to hear that. Sometimes I struggle with the wording of my affirmations. I know we shouldn't use not, but sometimes I don't know what to replace the word with. It's not so much the words, it's more about what are you focused on. That's really what matters, is where is the focus. Not so much of trying to say the right words, is where are you putting your attention? Because it's where you're putting your attention, what you're putting your focus on, that's what you're creating. I can't with Abraham and her vortex. Oh, you did too? You read them all? Oh, you're reading the vortex now? Okay, NA. I say I watch your videos every chance I can, my favorite. Oh, thank you, Holly. They love me some AH, very knowledgeable and helpful. Yes, Elizabeth. Yes. Hey, Lyric. Yeah, conferences. Yeah, maybe that's what she calls them. You said, what if I think of her in real life, Real Mama Yeti? It's just a whole thing of, I can see aura. And so I'm going to say, you're lighting up. It almost makes it, I don't know, it makes people feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. It's just weird with the whole. I like the ones that just allow people to come to the mic and ask their questions. That whole let me pick you type thing. And the whole thing is you're saying your infinite intelligence, that you're channeling infinite intelligence. You mean tell me you can't tell me that you've had the same person in your seat for 20 times? Like, there are people that said they've been to her conference and have sat in her seat about 20 times, and she claims that she doesn't know that it's them. They've been in your seat 20 times. and you don't know you still choosing the same person and your infinite intelligence, and you want to tell me that every time they come into your conference that they lighten up differently? Okay. I mean, it's your world. You get that. That part, I'm just like, really? So it kind of makes you feel like, ooh, Abraham sees me. Ooh, I'm vibrating high. Ooh, it's something about me that makes me special because Abraham chooses me. I kind of like Bashar, where he just let people come up and let them ask their questions. So then he's not trying to make someone feel like they're superior or someone isn't vibrating at the right energy for them to be able to recognize. Like, okay. Attraction is waiting on something to come to you. Assumption is you assume you already have it. Well, attraction is, it does come to you. It naturally comes. It naturally is drawn to you. You are the magnet. The thing is, you don't have to worry about what action to take. Seminars. Thank you, T. Thank you. That's what seminars. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, I'm calling them conference, but seminar, yeah. But whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Meetings, conferences, seminars. And the whole being vibrationally aligned thing wasn't for me. Well, don't let me change the way. If you enjoy Abraham, continue, because yes, you can still glean some things. I just feel like I graduated. Like I was in elementary school with Abraham, and then I graduated and, discovered Neville Goddard and Dr. Joseph Murphy and, those like that, because I resonate more with the biblical teachings, But I still, if Abraham Hicks, if someone posts a video or snippet of her teachings, I will watch it, because you still can get a lot of, good understanding from what, they teach. Heavily influenced by Seth. Have you all heard of Seth Speaks? I know my husband was really into Seth, and I know that's where Abraham Hicks kind of gets her understanding from Seth as well. I forgot the woman's name, Roberts. I think her last name is Roberts. She channeled Seth. Say, I love Florence. Florence, she's so peaceful, seems like. That confused you too, Holly. I think what you just said was how I've always understood inspired action to be. Okay, nice. Oh, thank you, Luna. Welcome. Greetings, everyone. Created by Fee. You're welcome, Lyric. Yes. It's very difficult to believe if you haven't seen something greater than yourself within. Actually, just have to test it. That's how you know it for yourself. You have to test it. Oh, thank you, Lola. Yes. So glad to hear everyone is good. What made me stop watching the news? I mean, I wasn't a big news watcher to begin with, but once I came into this understanding about what you give your attention to, now if I do watch the news, if I happen to stumble upon it, I know it's for entertainment purposes only. They're feeding me a narrative, and it's up for me to accept or reject the information that they're giving me. And most of the time, it will be rejected, or it'll be fun. I won't make light of it. I won't put too much emphasis, because I know what you give your focus to expands. Hello, Jasmine, Brianna, welcome. So you start watching the news too? Oh, you're welcome, Carol Ann. As I no longer watch the news myself. We're in a different city until it clears out. Nice. Focusing on the good. Absolutely. That's where you got to keep your focus at. Thank you, Luna. Say, my contract ended early and I lost my job, but I feel this is a bridge of incidents. Oh, yes, Jasmine. Yes. Keep that positive outlook. Yes. Know that all things work out for you. Yes. Say, Toyia, my 8-year-old calls you my yes friend. I say yes, yes a lot, Holly. Oh, that's so cute. He said, that's your yes, yes friend. That's so cute. At least I'm not saying no, no. This is yes, 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 yes. So I saw this video where she was answering a question. It just felt a bit dismissive. Say woo way, baby. I know Elizabeth, right? Yes, I like Reverend Ike too. Yeah. So Abraham confused me so bad. Not gonna lie. I wish I found Neville and Joseph first. Oh, okay, Jasmine. Say I've been imagining so much and going to sleep. Seeing myself as is, like you said, I know it's, oh, yes, lyric. Yes, absolutely. Say I love Florence and Neville. Hello, Gloria. Yes, I do, Elizabeth. Yes, I do. Hey, Duchess Delusional. How are you? Yes, Nikki, I have. I told that little story before. Many of you heard my story about Sammy Ingram. But she's dynamite, but you know, she blocked me on her Facebook page. I only got to be on her Facebook page for about 2 or 3 weeks before she blocked me. So I stopped watching the news when I realized it had nothing to do with me. Oh, okay, Nikki, go right ahead. No problem. Hey, Phenomenal Divine. I'm from Chicago. My assemblies just ran away here to California. They were supposed to leave yesterday, but due to the fire. Oh, wow. You said they ran away? Oh, wow. Yes, that's why I grew up in Chicago. I live in a suburb of Chicago now. Say right, don't change it. I'll love you. Oh, thank you, Holly. Hello, Sasha. You love Walter C. Lane. I'll read a few of his books as well. I have some of his books on Kindle. Phenomenal Divine. Sammy blocked you too. Oh, wow. We got, oh. Yeah, if you don't agree with everything she says, she is not feeling you. Because my thing is, you don't have to agree with everything I say. We're not looking for no yes man. Everybody can have their own individual perspective, because that's what makes you grow, when you can hear what other people think, and everybody ain't got to be in lockstep with everyone. Like, that's not, but yeah. Yeah. Do have a particular meditation that you recommend if you do guided? No, I don't do guided meditations. I don't like listening to other people. I just, just my personal thing. I just like, I just like it being quiet in my room. And the only thing I can hear is maybe when my AC kicks on and off. But normally I'm focused on, my thoughts. That's really what I am doing during meditation. And sometimes I'm asking questions and maybe just listening, and just sometimes I'm just watching my thoughts. Sometimes it just depends. But I meditate. Like I told you, your life is a meditation, because you're always thinking. You're always becoming one with thoughts in your mind, especially those that you are aware of, right? So, but I probably wake up anywhere between 4 and 6 o'clock in the morning. I, go to the, do my thing in the restroom, in the bathroom, and then, because it's really, when I wake up that early, it's really difficult to go back to sleep. So I'm just focusing the mind, planting those seeds, and seeing, the end of what I want my life to look like, depending on what I'm manifesting, what I'm desiring to have, and the gratitude and thankfulness. So that's just what I'm doing. But I don't listen to any music. I don't, listen to anyone else other than my own thoughts. Hello, I am Mrs. Benjamin. I said, what do I mean? Like, trust. I don't even understand that question. I am Mrs. Benjamin. Can you expound on your question? Are you talking about the topic, do nothing to bring about the manifestation? Is that what you're asking me? You want me to explain more on that? .528 Hz frequency. I've been listening to that. It's a nice sound. Nice. Now, I'm not going to say I never listen to sound, because I have listened to sound bowls. I do like sound bowls. Sound bowls are just so soothing. They're so soothing. I tried to listen to like some classical music. Really wasn't my thing. Tried to do the guided meditation. Don't really like listening to other people's voices, you know, because I'm like, I don't need you telling me what I need to think. I'm good on that. But that's just me. I don't want nobody else telling me what I need to think. I'm going to find out what I want to think, and I'm just going to listen to my own thoughts. But that's just me. Yes, me too. Phenomenal Divine. Southside. My 4 younger siblings ran away because they were... Oh, okay. I'm glad they had someone to come to, Phenomenal Divine. I'm glad that you were able to help them. Nope, no music. My 16-year-old brother put the other thing on the... Oh, okay, okay. So I'm seeking day and night on how to bring the kingdom of heaven on earth. Right, the kingdom of heaven is where? I am Mrs. Benjamin. Where is the kingdom of God found? Yes, I think the more I'm aware, the more I'm constantly in meditation in some way. So very zen. Yes, yes. Okay, so when I say do nothing to bring about the manifestation, here we teach that in order to manifest your desires, you begin at the end. So you imagine that you already have that which you desire. There are various ways in order for you to imagine that you have your desire. Some people just talk to themselves, right? Which is me. I just talk to myself. I continue to talk to myself and tell myself that the thing I want, I already have. I have conversations with myself about being that person. Now that I am that person, this is what I say. This is how I communicate. Others are very visual. So they envision, they imagine the end, and they see themselves with their desire. And the best effective way I found to impress the subconscious is to do it right before sleep, or you want to create that drowsy state, which is called a state akin to sleep, also known as meditation, where you're in a calm, relaxed state that you feel like you're almost about to go to sleep, but you can still control your thoughts. And while you're controlling your thoughts, you're imagining that you already have that which you desire. Once you have got that naturalness of being that which you desire, you don't have to try to do anything to make it come to you. It has its own way of manifesting. It has its own way of coming to fruition. All you're supposed to do is believe that you already have it. You already are the person. So say you want a new car. So you're imagining yourself either driving the car or telling someone about it, or maybe giving someone a ride in the car, or you're just saying, yeah, this is the type of car I want. I want this type of car, and I only want to pay this amount of money for it. Yeah, I see myself with this car, and I'm only going to pay this amount of money for it. And so you're going to sleep in that state. During the course of your day, you're not trying to figure out, now, where I'm going to get the money from? How am I going to get it? What am I going to do? No. Everything that happens to bring about the manifestation is going to be natural. It's not even going to be something you have to mull over. It's not something you're going to have to worry about. You're not going to be anxious about it. You're not going to be scared about it. You're not going to be fearful. It's just going to be, you're just going to do things that's naturally going to bring that car to you. And a lot of times the car comes to you. So depending on if it's a used car, some people have been gifted cars. Some people have gotten like bonuses or extra money, or some people just went to the car lot and just knew, they had that desire. It was natural, like, okay, let me go to the car lot today and I'm going to go purchase my car, and I know I'm going to get it for the amount that I want, and it won't be no haggling. It's going to be easy and flow. You're not trying to figure out how to make the manifestation so, because it's already so. And here's the thing, it's going to happen so naturally. The thing you want is going to come about so naturally. Yes, the actions you take are going to be so natural. You're going to think it would have happened anyway. You're going to question, was it my imagination that brought this, that caused all these things to occur? Or is it because it was so natural, it was things I would have done anyway? You kind of question things, and so you have to test it again to prove it to yourself. Okay, let me try this again, because that was just too simple, that was too easy, it was too natural. And so the reasoning mind starts to tell you, now you know it wasn't because you imagined it, you know it's because you did A, B, C, and D, and that's the reason why you got it. You have to know that all causes stem from the thought, from your mind, and not from any action you take. So you're saying, no, you don't know where the kingdom of heaven is? Luke 17:21 will tell you where the kingdom of heaven is. Do you have your Bible? Before I tell you what Luke 17:21 says, do you have the Bible so you can read it for yourself? Hello, Nikki. The people that believe in witchcraft doing rituals, I feel like the law assumption is like a level. Yes, explain, Toyia, more on. So nothing to bring about the manifestation. Okay, yep, just did that. Say just you. Oh, yes, phenomenal divine. Yes, and you are in your new home. You are in your new home. So yes, I love inner combos. Yes, Jasmine. Yeah, but where is it to be? If it's found within, where is it to be sought? From within. If it's to be sought, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness. That can only be found from within you. It's your mind. That's where heaven is. It's a state of mind. As within, so without. You get heaven within. You get you transform your thinking. And that's how you create your new earth. Through what? Transforming your mind to the state of heaven. And then that's how you bring about the new earth. But you first have to, what? Discover heaven is within. Now it's like normal for me to have purchased a home so they can stay. Yes, phenomenal divine. Yes. Say, I like talking to myself too. Yes. When answers come into my awareness, I immediately verify. And it always checks out in his word. Absolutely. Yes, I am, Mrs. Benjamin. No, it's not. Never quit. Manifesting is just like prayer. Same thing. It's the same thing. What you call prayer, we call manifesting. Same thing. No difference at all. Once I pinpoint what I want, I just feel my whole being with peace. Yes, that's it, Uncle Ebo. That's it. I was talking about the manifestation of the Holy Spirit. My bad. Oh, we don't have to manifest the Holy Spirit. We already have the Spirit. We don't have to manifest it. It's already within us. Do you think if we can manifest a car or house, for example, then we can manifest it? Yep. Yes, you can, Sporty Keela. Everything is done unto you as you believe. It's always according to your faith. When I was OTW to a Florida trip, I told my partner it's time for a new car. On the way home, someone slammed into me and had a new car. There you go, see? And would that have been the way you wanted to get your new car? Although I know you're not judging it, right? You're not saying, but what you wouldn't have thought this is how the new car is going to come. That was just the least path of resistance, right, Duchess Delusional? That was the easiest way to bring about. Yes, yes, yes. Well, your inheritance is now. It's potentially within us with a change of mind, his thoughts, your thoughts, his ways. Yes. And so when you say his thoughts, his ways, your ways, what does that mean? What does that look like for you? I am Mrs. Benjamin. That's how you got your new car, Elizabeth? Here's the thing. You already have the mind of Christ. You only have to actualize it. We have the mind of Christ. Those who know who they are have the mind of Christ. And the mind of Christ says all things are possible. The mind of Christ says what? I operate in love, joy, peace, goodwill towards all men, right? That there's only healing, there's only abundance, right? I am perfect. That's the mind of Christ, the mind of God, the mind of the I am. Hey, Eva. Say, click for me. How can we be wrong, but the past is right? Everybody wrong but the pastor, huh? Well, there is no devil. The devil is only a personification of negative thoughts. There's no devil's head to crush. Just stop thinking negative thoughts and then you don't have to worry about no devil. The devil is created in the mind of man. There is no source of evil. There's only one power, and that's God. There's only God in the world. So what's Mark 9 and 23, Lola? Y'all know y'all be throwing these scriptures at me. Got you. Got you. Yep. Yes. One love, one love. And here's the thing, when it comes to what we want to bring forth into our experience, right? You only have to remind yourself that the I am will not withhold any good thing from you. So the moment you ask for what you desire was the moment it was given to you. Now your only job is to persist in the belief that you already have it. That is your only work. You're not to try to figure out how to make it happen. You're just to believe that it's already done and that the way will be shown. The way will be shown to you. Yep, the only love. Absolutely no separation. So take a minute to get there, to get here, but once you do, yes, be Nicole. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Phenomenal Divine. That was pretty. You say no need for prayer. Well, prayer is just about giving thanks, right? That's all prayer is. Prayer is thanksgiving. So, of course, you need to be thankful, gratitude, appreciation. Now, if you're talking about prayer in the way the church teaches, no. The way prayer according to church is a begging and a pleading and telling God how unworthy you are. No, we ain't talking about that. We're not talking about getting down on your knees and groveling and begging for God to do something for you. No, we done with that. No more of that. Prayer is just about thanksgiving. Believing you already have that which you receive. That's what prayer is. Prayer is about recognition that what you've asked for, you already have, which is why you give thanks. That's what true prayer is. Yes. And the promise of God is what? I came that you may have life and that more abundantly, that all that I have is thine. All that the Father has already belongs to me. All I have to do is what? Command it to come forth. That's asking. Because when I ask, it is always given. So I used to think prayer was to yell and cry and pull out the oil. Me too, phenomenal divine. Speaking in tongues is too much. Yes, yes, Lola. I remember those days. Right, no begging, no pleading or asking, right? So you cringe at your behavior in the church, Eva? Ooh, those days are long gone. Thank goodness, right? So I will feel defeated with prayer in the church. Yes, because you was always wondering if you were good enough. You were always wondering, because you were told all the time that you weren't good enough. So you were always told that you weren't even worthy to receive the blessing. You better be glad if God even looked your way, because you just a sinner from the beginning. You were created in sin and you wasn't worthy of anything. You better be glad if God even smiled upon you, right? Oh, hey, Joy, Noel, you said TikTok didn't alert you. I guess it's a hit or miss with the TikTok, with the clock app. Yes, promise, sovereign nation, state, and city, spiritual house. Yes, for you are the temple of the I am. Oh, thank you, phenomenal. Thank you. Self-determination is the way to his blessings. But the way to receive the blessings is just persistence and belief that you already have them. We don't have to earn blessings, right? All we have to do is what? Be in the state of receptivity. Allow them to come and they will. Here's the thing with the blessings. Just stop blocking them. They already belong to you. You just have to find a way to convince yourself that you already have that what you have asked for. You just have to stop blocking the blessing. Free up the channel. Free it up. Free up the channel. Say, got to get ready for my hot date. All right, Elizabeth. Have a good one. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Yeah, after you realize you were created to be, absolutely. Just be. You're just created to be. Love that. Thank you. I am Mrs. Benjamin. Thank you for that. For reminding us, be still. Too many of us are too worried about what action to take. When you're told, this battle is not yours, stand still and see the salvation. I remember when I couldn't be an usher because I wasn't, he wasn't baptized. Yeah, all of the rules and regulations. I am all about Amara. Welcome, welcome. And I hope you're doing well too. Faith turns into knowing than doing, but the doing is automatic. You don't have to worry about the doing because the doing is automatic. Here's the thing. This is what we have to remember. We act from our beliefs. So if you want different actions, you must change your beliefs. And how do you change your beliefs? You must have new thoughts because your thoughts, your beliefs are what? A culmination of your belief. Your beliefs are a culmination of your thoughts, right? So you keep thinking a thought, it turns into a belief, and the belief what? Turns into a behavior in action. That's why you got to. That's why it's always inside out. Get the inside right, and then the outside will take care of itself. It's just like remember, the world is a mirror. So when you look in the mirror, what do you have to do to change your reflection? You have to change before the reflection will do anything. Same thing with your world, with your mirror, which is your reality. To get anything to change in your world, you must first change. Too many of us are trying to change the outside and not changing the inside. So that's why we labor in vain. We struggle. We're struggling against the prick. We're struggling on the outside to make a thing happen. Yep, to be loved. Well, you just need to recognize you already are love, right? God is love, and that's who you are. I and my Father are one. You just need to recognize that you already are love. That's who you are. Just accept it. Meditate on it. Become, be one with it through acceptance. What about Sammy? What you're asking about Sammy? The new thoughts brings new action. Then we must finish the work to reprove ourselves to God. What are new thoughts are all you need. You are transformed. How? How are we transformed, says Paul in Romans 12:2. How are you transformed? How do we transform ourselves? Good evening, entrancing diva. Is it true that feelings manifest or just our thoughts? Feelings are a manifestation of thoughts. Oh, she's a YouTuber. She has a large following on YouTube. Lola Polite. Hey, Allah. Say enter because you want to master your thoughts and your feelings. And once you master your thoughts, your feelings follow. Because the reason why you feel the way you feel is because you think the way you think. If you change the way you thought, if you change your perspective about life, you will change the way you feel about it. Yep, renewing of the mind. That's where it starts. It's a mind game, right? It is a mind game. The game of life is played on the field of the mind. Everything happens as a result of your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs. Yes. Hello, Janine. Hello. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Entrancing Diva. Well, a race is like a game, but a race to where? What are we gonna race to? Hey, Amanda. Hey. I know Paul said it's a race. He said, I finished the race. I got the prize. But what are we on the race to? What are we trying to get to? Hello, Carol Ann. Welcome. Sometimes you have to question some of these translators. You gotta be like, was that the original word that you translated into English and called it a race? Is that what he really said? So then you gotta go back, and that's why I say you gotta study thyself to show. Gotta study to show thyself approved. That's why the Bible is not something you read. The Bible is something you study. Not that you need the Bible though. You don't. Not that you need the Bible to self-actualize. Not necessary. It's just one of the many texts that we use as a reference to remind us of who we are. If you don't resonate with the Bible, it ain't no big deal. I only use it because I resonate with it. But it's not necessary. to manifest your dream life, for you to have the experiences you desire to have in this thing we call life. Say one person needs to see results on their time. This is where frustration sets. Usually frustration sets in is because you haven't accepted that it's already done. You're needing the 3D to validate, as opposed to knowing that you created the 3D. The 3D only change once you are convinced that you already have it. When you are convinced of the change is when the 3D changes. But a lot of us look for the 3D to change first. And the 3D is like, no, you change. And then you're like, no, I need you to change. So you just back and forth. Y'all playing tennis, back and forth, and you're creating a loop of the same experiences. The 3D isn't going to change until you change. So the 3D is right. You must change first before it'll change. It ain't changing before you change. Hey, D Rich, how are you? It is necessary. So you're a little sick of the 3D, Marina? Are y'all scared to talk to y'all 3D and just be like, why are you playing that old song? Why are you playing that old record? Now you know we already had a conversation and we on to the new record. Why are you playing? Like, you gotta talk to 3D and be like, oh, that's old news. Oh, that's an old story. Yeah, it's about time you catch up. Say, life is beautiful, just manifesting my dreams. I know that's right. Say that, D Rich. Say that. I'm on that same bandwidth. I'm on that same bandwidth, on that same frequency, D Rich. Just over here manifesting my dream life. Just over here living it up. Living it up. Living my life like it's golden. Hey, I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Do y'all listen to music to like inspire y'all? Like when y'all start getting frustrated and start wanting to, do y'all listen to some of these songs that remind you, you can have whatever you want? I say you can have whatever you want, right? I can treat you so special, so nice. Right? Like, tell yourself that. Like, sometimes we got to remind ourselves. We got to start, being our own best friend, being our own cheerleader, coaching our own self up. Be our own coach. Coach yourself. Oh, okay. You say I'm not ready. That's your perspective. To say that I'm not ready and you're trying to take me higher is very interesting. That's an interesting perspective. But to everybody's own perspective. I mean, lucky I don't take things personal. Because I know I'm the only one that can take me higher. My life ain't in nobody else's hands but my own. I'm the only one that can level me up. Can't nobody level me up but me. I told people today how the zodiac is the Bible, and now they think I'm crazy. Oh wow, hey Joe Bobby, now they think you crazy. Yeah, especially when they've never heard that before. They're like, say what now? The Bible is the astrology. It's the zodiac. It's also psychological truth. I get all kind of people coming here telling me how crazy I am. I get a lot of people coming in my live telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. So, say, what is the 3D in this context? It's your third dimension. It is your reality that you're experiencing when it doesn't match the desired outcome. When your 3D hasn't changed to what you say you are. Tala. Is that what I be doing and didn't even know? Just got to do with positivity. All right, Ash. Yes. Hey, J Cash. I have trouble coming up with affirmation. I feel like what I'm affirming doesn't resonate with me. Okay, now we got to change it, J Cash. You got to find stuff that resonates. Not what someone else tells you to do. How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? I know sometimes we think we got to have this perfect language. We got to sound all smooth. No. Talk how you regularly talk. Just be positive about it. Just speak as though you already have the thing that you want. Say, hey, turn up. Even this is what I want. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense because you may be using somebody else's words and words that are not natural to you. Heart space wide open and smiling every day in gratitude. That's it. Come on, drop them gems, D Rich. Drop those gems. They say all love you with these. What's that? Of course. Okay. What does that even mean? Haven't arrived yet. Okay. Where am I arriving to? What am I trying to get to? Oh, thank you, Carol Ann. Says sing more. Oh, thank you. Say send the jet for you. Right. So I'm getting what I want. Exactly. All love. Yes. So my bank account is looking nice. I can focus and manifest a lot better. See, you can't say when it happens. That's when you'll manifest. You have to say it all. That's the thing. You're waiting for your bank account to change before you change. But your bank account change after you change. You're needing the bank account to feel wealthy. Can you feel wealthy without the bank account reflecting a certain amount? Oh, thank you, Uncle Ebo. I love when people come in here saying you're wrong because you handled them with class. Oh, thank you, Duchess. Oh yeah. Say 20K all day the easy way. Tap, tap, tap. So how come negative-ish manifests so quick just by mentioning it and years of affirmation and desires and nothing? Am I blocked? Right, because the negative stuff you're used to. The negative stuff is habitual. And so you have the belief that it's hard to manifest the positive. And you've already convinced yourself that it's easy to manifest the negative. Let's flip that around. Now we have to change that. Now we have to start saying that it's easy to manifest the positive. So this is where the reprogramming of the subconscious mind has to take place. And this is why meditation is key. This is how you're going to transform that mindset through meditation. You're going to go to sleep saying, it is so easy to manifest everything that I want. It is just easier and easier and easier to manifest everything I want. Everything I want has become so easy. You're going to go to sleep programming the subconscious mind with the ease and flow of bringing your desires into your experience. Because it is just as easy to get what you want as it is to get what you don't want. But here's the thing. You have trained yourself to focus on the unwanted. Now you have to train yourself to focus on the wanted. That's really it. Now it's time to flip the switch. Yes, that's it, Sporty Kayla. And don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Continue to give thanks for your wealth and abundance without even looking. Don't even look at your bank account. Don't use your bank account to justify your wealth. Don't even look at it. Just give thanks for all the money, all the abundance all around you without needing your bank account to confirm anything. Because once you can get the consciousness of wealth, that's when your bank account is going to match your energy. But you got to change your energy. You got to change your consciousness. You got to know that you're already wealthy before the bank account confirms it. Say, I want my SP to post me on social media. So I guess that's the affirmation. That's it. Stop wanting him to and see that he already has. That's just it. You got to stop wanting for him to and see that he's already posting you. So because he's posting you, what are you saying now that he's posting you on social media? What is your mindset now that your SP is posting you on social media? What is the conversation going on in your mind? Are you telling somebody? Are you telling your girlfriends about it? Are you having a conversation with him about it now that he's posting you? Like, what does that look like? That's living in the end in your mind. And then that's what you should be going to sleep. Having that conversation. Like, oh, okay, I see you posting me. Okay, I see you. Oh, actually, that picture right there, yeah, I'm gonna need you to use another one though. That let me send you a couple that I really, bring out my best side. That's a conversation you should be having as you're going to sleep, because your SP is posting you on their social media. Yes, it is. It is. It is simple. It is. It is. Oh, thank you, Joe Bobby. You do the same. Period. Yes, yes, yes. So we just got, how are we talking to ourselves? That's what's so important. How are you talking to yourself? What is that inner dialogue? Are you still talking about the old state? Because the fact that you're still talking about the old state is the reason why you keep seeing it, which is why you keep experiencing it. You're giving it validity, right? Every time you talk about it, every time you give it your attention, you're reaffirming the thing you don't want to experience. So I'm free from the shackles of when I first learned about the law, and I'm so glad. Yes, I was making things so much more difficult than they are. We all were, J Cash, I believe. I think we all went through, having those training wheels on and thinking that, life was supposed to be so hard, and, we had to try to force things and putting all this effort into. Life really is a surrender. Have you guys ever watched Doctor Strange? My husband and I've watched that like twice in the last week. My husband and I watched that last night. And just remembering when he was learning how to use his mind, and how the Ancient One was telling him, you must surrender. And before he went in to meet the Ancient One, the guy that led him to him was like, you got to forget everything you think you know. That's a reminder. So we have to forget everything we think we know. Because you have to this is like learning and unlearning, right? Learning and unlearning. So you got to forget about all the stuff that you thought you knew, and you have to surrender to the new state. And you have to remember all of the stuff you forgot. Oh, you couldn't get into it all, love? I really enjoy that because it's about the mind. That's one of the movies that is so much about the mind. And all of the astral projecting and all of that. Say that's your favorite Marvel movie? Mine too, because I'm not really into Marvel. But that particular one, yes, I haven't really watched a lot of the other Marvel installs, but that one, Yes. Anything and limitless, anything that has to do with how to use the mind is like, because that's what this world is about. The world is mental. It's all about mind. We think it's about what we do with our physical bodies, and it has absolutely nothing to do with what we do with our physical bodies. It has everything to do what we do mentally. We think it's about the physical action. The physical action is so inconsequential because the physical action is the effect. The cause is always mental. Always. And if we could just really get that understanding that once we transform our thinking, everything else just falls into place. Or is it doctor? Who am I thinking of? Oh, okay. So I have a whole conversation and role play, especially in my car. I do all the emotions too. Oh, okay, yes, Janine, yes. This is my name, Michelle. Never mind, you're funny. Zim. Say that's why I'm not into Marvel. Okay. I can name 3. I can name the only Marvel movie I know is Doctor Strange. But I know they have Captain America. I only watch Doctor Strange. I'm not into Marvel. So but the movie I'm talking about is Doctor Strange. That's the only one I really like. The other ones are too superhero. Here's the only one that's not really like a superhero movie. The other ones are more like that superhero type stuff. But yes, one we just have to learn how to keep everything simple. Keep it simple, keep it fun, keep it light. Like if we can lighten up, if we can recognize that this world is just a play, it's just a simulation, it is literally just a game, right? Hey, Lux Vision. Hey, how are you? Oh, you're welcome, Tala. You're welcome. You are welcome. Yes. And it's just all about what do you think about you? And that's all we really have to, like, what do we think about ourselves? How do you see yourself? Oh, yes. That's awesome. You say you hit your goal for today. Yes, you should feel thrilled. Wow. That's amazing. And guys, for you that are not aware, I do offer 3 free ebooks in my link tree in the bio. They're free. So I offer those of you who say that you may be having a little difficulty with affirmations. I have a book called Daily Diamond Gems. So it's a book. The first part is affirmations. The second part is our scriptures. They are reminders or promises of that we can have this more abundant life. And then I have the 30-day transformation journey. That's also a book with affirmations and scriptures, and I give you a little explanation of the scripture to make it applicable and practical for you as well. And then the third one is the recipe for life. It's based on the scripture. Therefore, I say unto you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe you have received them, and you shall have them. So in that book, especially those of us who have come from religion or Christianity, the beginning, I'm like giving you the foundational truths, and then I'm giving you about 15 terms that I explain what they mean, like love, forgiveness, judgment, repentance, assumption, everyone is you pushed out, mental diet, self-concept. So I give you an explanation of those terms so we can really transform our thinking. And then the end of the book is just reminding you that you naturally manifest. You have been doing this all your life. No one really needs to teach you how to manifest. It's all about what to manifest. You already know how because you've always been doing it. Now it's about transforming your thinking so that you can manifest your desired outcome. That's really what it's about. So go to the link tree, download those free ebooks. I'm sure you will find them most helpful for you. Because I still read them, and sometimes I read them here on live, and I've been doing some TikToks regarding the different, especially reminding us of what those different terms mean, right? What forgiveness really is, what love really is, being all there is, and that's who you are. You are love, which means you're perfect. You're not broken. You don't need to fix you. You just need to accept the truth about you. Because once you accept the truth about you, what? The truth makes you free. So you need to recognize there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You know, you just had experiences while you were asleep in this dream. And yes, you dreamed some horrish things, some nightmares, but now you've awakened. So now you get to create your wonderland. You get to create your heaven here and now. That's what you get to do now because you've awakened in the dream. Now you get to what? Command your reality. Say, me and my coworker accidentally manifested our cash machine. Oh, so did we change that? I struggle with spirituality coming from Christian background. Family telling you everything is, yeah, I'm taller. I get it. Yep. So this over here, we're reminding you that there is no condemnation. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in regret or remorse or shame. God is not displeased with you. God is not judging you. You are not a sinner. You are created in the image and likeness of all there is. The Spirit of God dwells within you, and it is in Him you live, move, and have your being. You are the prodigal son who was lost but now is found. You were dead and now you're alive. That's who you are. And when the prodigal son came to himself, he went back to the Father, and there was no condemnation. The Father greeted the prodigal son with open arms and gave and restored everything to the Son. You're claiming your inheritance now. You've awakened. You went and wasted all that time. You went and wasted all the riotous living, not knowing who you are while you were in the sleep state. Forget all about the powers that you possess, the authority you had, the dominion that you had in this realm. But guess what? Now you've awakened to the truth. And now you can actualize the life you were meant to have. The abundant life. That your joy may be full. That the cattle on 1,000 hills are yours. And now it's just time to claim it. Say break free. I say Ariana Grande. Okay, I don't think I heard that song. Thanks, all love. I gotta check that one out. Well said. Wouldn't it be crazy if it broke down? Ooh, that's what you said, J Cash. I said, ooh, gotta fix that, and I assumed it's already fixed, and then the tech came and fixed it. So, ooh, yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, J Cash. Wow! We love to hear that. Wow! Hello, Renzo. I don't think you understand how rare you are. Keep pushing the true work. Oh, thank you, Renzo. Thank you. Hello, Love Reigns. Only in Christ, yes. Hey, Posh Deluxe. This is the part when I say I don't want it. I'm stronger than I've been before. Are some lyrics. Oh, okay, from the song. Okay. So every day I've been having synchronicities. Life is so magical. Yes. We love to hear that. We need to be reminded of this daily of how wonderful life is, right? And then when you hear other people telling you this, when you hear others saying how magical life is, and you know this law is no respect of persons. So if it's magical for one, it shall be magical for all. magical for all of us, right? All we have to do is start thinking differently about life. Stop pushing our good away. That's the only reason why we're not experiencing it, because we're holding it back from ourselves. Yes, yes, Cambria. Yes, that is beautiful. Absolutely, that is beautiful. Love to hear this. That's why we have to practice going to sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled, right? Go to sleep, right? Impressing that subconscious, knowing that you already have it. No, I don't, J Cash. No, but I know there are a lot of tools out there for all of us to use, for those who, find what resonates with you, right? There are so many wonderful tools out there to assist us on our journey. So many wonderful tools. And then you just find what resonates with you. You find what resonates with you and use it. And then you get to the point you realize you don't need anything but your mind. See, they're fun. I already love listening to music anyway. Yep. Yep, and say yes, for sure. That's the best thing about it. You don't have to do anything extra but think, right? You just have to master your thinking. That's it. Master your thinking. Master, but every level, right? Every level, there's contrast, right? Every level, there's going to be a part of you that's telling you this is impossible. And that's the part of you have to bring under subjection, right? Because every time you go to a new state, you're going to get this self-doubt that's going to spring up and tell you, now that's impossible. How you think you're going to do that? Or how you think you're going to achieve that? And that's where you have to go back down to the potter's house. You got to go back down to the imagination. And you got to go back to work. And you got to remold the thinking. And remind yourself, all things are possible to God. I may not know how it's going to happen. I may not know what road I'm going to take. But I know it's already done. I know if I was able to do this, I am able to do that. And we have to be willing to go back to the potter's house. You got to be willing to go back and transform your thinking and master this level. And then when you master this level, you'll have a desire for the next level. And then you got to go back to work and you got to master that level. And then the next level, right? So you're always mastering in this infinite levels, infinite ways of expansion. But fear not, for I have overcome the world. So you don't have to fear, right? But the body loves habit. And the body be like, wait a minute, this unfamiliar territory. Where you taking me? I don't know about this now. So the body starts to feel uncomfortable, starts to get all tense, right? And it starts to be like, wait a minute, I don't know about this. I don't know what? Where we going? No, how we gonna handle that? We ain't never experienced that before. What you talking about? And then once you confront the fear and you experience it, right? Don't try to resist it. Don't resist what's going on. Surrender to it. And then you recognize it really had no power. But so many of us try to fight against it. And then we cause more stress and anxiety and dis-ease in our bodies. When you should just be experiencing. That's the whole point of this journey. That's the whole point of coming into this plane, this third dimensional plane, is to experience all of these different things. Yep. And that's why you have to trust the universe, because that will trump your body feeling. Yes. Yes, Posh. Yes. So when I first started affirming for self-concept, it was so weird to actually think good about myself. And then, yep, that's how, yeah. And that's how it was for all of us, J Cash. Yes. In the beginning, because you weren't used to telling yourself that something was possible. You are used to hearing a lot of us was. I'm not going to say all of us, because many people probably did get that, you know, did get positive, you know, affirming as they were growing up and being told, you know, that nothing's impossible for you. You can believe whatever you want. You could have whatever you desire. You know, the world is your oyster. Go out and get it, you know, take life by the horns, you know, like some people were encouraged in that way. So I'm not going to say everyone has struggled, but we all have had things we had to self-master. Right. Not everyone was born into the struggle, right? Not everybody. Some people have definitely lived a charmed life. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's what we have to remind ourselves, that we also can have this charmed life. We also can bring that legacy into our families, right? Yes, and sin is fear. That everyone was brought into fear. So even though you may have had people that didn't struggle financially, that doesn't mean they didn't have a struggle, right? Right? Because some people still may have struggled with health. Some people may have struggled in relationships. You know, there are so many things that we have to combat when we come into this 3D, because we come into a sea of forgetfulness. We forget who we are when we come into this third dimension. We forget that we're God, right? And so all of us have our own little cross to bear, and everyone has a different cross to bear, right? And no two crosses are the same. So everyone has something that they have to master in this world. Everyone does. And some people just master it at a very early age. And then, like myself, I didn't come into this truth until I was 45. So much later in life. But some people know it like at the age of 5, at the age of 3, right? Like some people come in and they just like, but who knows how many incarnations they had to come into, right? Because life is forever, right? And there's only one life. And you continue to experience this thing we call life for as many times as you desire, until you awaken and you remember who you are. And then you can go on to experience even more of what life has to offer. Now, there are a lot of schools of thoughts when it comes to what happens after we put off the body, right? I've heard Neville Goddard's perspective. I've heard Abraham Hicks' perspective. Their perspectives are not the same. They do not have the same perspective. So, because Neville says if you didn't awaken, you when you die, you awaken in a dimension just like this, but you end up just being younger. But I'm like, well, what if you died when you were younger? So that's the part I didn't understand, because the people that he was meeting, they had died of old age, and he said he would meet them, they'd be like 20 years younger, and they'd be in a dimension just like this. But I'm like, but everybody don't die at the age of 60 or 70. So I don't know. And then, Abraham Hicks says, once you put off the body, you return to source, right? You go right back to source energy, and then you decide if you want to come back and experience this plane again. You get to decide. So everybody has their own way of perceiving what happens after this life. So that's why I don't really talk about that too much, because I don't know. And so I don't really like talking about stuff I don't know. I can just give you other people's, what they said they've experienced, what they say they know. But I know I don't know. I don't know what happens after we put off the body. I don't, I would more go with Abraham Hicks than Neville Goddard, because, okay, if you wasn't 80 when you died and you in another dimension, now you 20. Okay, what? If you were 20 when you died, when you 5 in another, I don't know. So I'm 26, my baby is 2. This is all I have been telling him. I discovered it around the time he was 5 or 6 months old. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. That's how he's programmed, because I never tell him, oh, that's beautiful. So my baby is 2. Think he is God, because that's what I absolutely. Hey, Mia Slay, hey. That is beautiful. That is beautiful lyric. That is beautiful. Yes. OMG. Yes. And that's what my oldest daughter is doing with my grandson. She says they listen to a lot of Reverend Ike as she's driving him to school. He'll be 7 this year. And he was the one that was saying, so God is I can and the devil is I can't. Like, yep. So he was like, help me not to say I can't. Yep. So now and that's we have to remember, when you come to this side, when now you're in the awakened state, now you can get over that whole mindset of that you got to go through hell to get to heaven. Now it's all about what? Creating your heaven here on earth. You already went through hell. You went to hell when you was in a sleep state. You ain't got to, no more creating hell anymore. Now it's just all about imagining the life you want to experience now, and whatever greater experiences you'll have in this body, whether they're mystical experiences or you just start bringing whatever materialized things you want to bring into this world, right? Because there's no right or wrong. You can bring in as much money as you desire. There's no such thing as having too much money in the world of infinite abundance, right? So whatever that looks like for you, right? The lucid dreaming, the astral projection, the, experiencing other worlds and all that. That's something that you end up experiencing, or that you're currently experiencing now. Hey, it's all part of the play. It's all part of who we are. I'm saying that when I submit and relinquish control, my desires come to me like a magnet. Yes, Mia Slay, yes. The more I try to control things, the more I push my desires away. That's it. That's the key, Mia. That's the key. Letting go of the how. That is beautiful. And we all realize that if we would just be honest, yep, do nothing. Just what Mia said. That's what it means to do nothing. To stop trying to control the outcome. Relinquish control of the outcome, and then your desires just come to you. Mia summed it up perfectly. That's what do nothing to bring about the manifestation means. Let go of control. Stop trying to make it happen. It will naturally come to you. It will come to you. As long as you get your butt out the way, get out the way, and just be still and know, and let it come. All of that stressing and worrying and anxiety is for naught. You don't even have to do all of that. But you do have to trust. You do have to have faith. This is where faith is needed. This is where you have to trust. This is where you have to persist in the end. Persist in believing that the thing you asked for already belongs to you. So any tips to building trust in yourself? I overthink and always worry. OMG, will I make the right decision? This is where meditation is key, Dream Woman. Do you know you can ask for guidance Do you know you can ask? You can pray for guidance. You can ask that the way be shown. Ask your higher self to give you the right answer. It's like, also, you say you never understood that? Oh, okay. So it's two of you, dream. It is two of you, dream woman. It is one of you, but operating as two, right? So it's one of you, but you're operating as two, which means you have the physical part of you that operates with the logical mind, what a lot of people like to call the ego. I don't like to call it the ego. I just call it the logical mind, your reasoning mind. And then you have the greater part of you, which is the higher mind. That's the part of you that takes care of this temple of yours. That's the part of you that regulates the bloodstream, regulates the breathing, regulates the heart beating, right? It regulates all of the functionalities of your body. You know, that's the part of you that you're going, that created the worlds, that put the sun, the moon, the stars, you know, that's the part of you that you want to connect to. So that's the part of you. And you just, in whatever question, when you have an indecision, sit quietly and just ask for direction. You can go to sleep asking. You say, I know that my higher self is going to reveal to me the right way to go. I know my higher self is going to reveal to me the right decision to make. Well, some people say they're the same. Universe, God, consciousness, source, those are synonyms. Whatever name you give it, whatever you could call it, whatever you want to call it, is up to you. Whatever resonates with you. But to know that this part of you, which is the I am, which is consciousness, will reveal it to the lower part of you, which is the personality. Whatever your name is, that's the personality. So it will reveal it to your conscious mind. Yes, Deniza, absolutely. Because old thoughts do come up. You just don't have to entertain them. And I love that. What you just said, be like, no, that's not true. And that's all the conversation you have to have with the old thoughts. So it always makes sense to me that my inner self will know what's the right for me. Okay, so so you can say your inner self. There you go. You like the inner self. So that's what you use. He said, but the concept of everyone is you pushed out has always tripped me out a bit. So are you saying you fully don't understand that concept that everyone is you pushed out? Because I'm not saying they're a clone of you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you don't appreciate their individualized expression of the I am. That's not what I'm saying. When I say everyone is you pushed out, I'm saying they're behaving the way they're behaving because of the way you're thinking. So if they have attributes about themselves that you don't like, that's only because they're attributes that you don't like about you. Because love doesn't nitpick. Love doesn't see wrongness. Love doesn't try to change another. Love accepts all as they are and love them anyway. Because why would you be with somebody to try to change everything about them? Why would you be with someone and don't like nothing about them? Why are you with them? but really you don't like you. So because you don't like you, that's the reason why you don't like them. That's what it means that everyone is you pushed out. I've been watching the Neville's talks, and the examples help a lot. Yes, they do. They do. They nice, and most certainly. Like if I'm deciding between two routes, I can make both routes to be great. So what's the point of my higher self? He said, so what's... He said, so, but I just told you what's the point of your higher self. You have a higher self. You have an inner. So how do you think your heart is beating? And you think that's part of just the 12 systems, that those things happen outside of consciousness, which some people do. Some people think those things will happen if you said there wasn't a consciousness part of you. I'm telling you that there is a consciousness part of you, and the only way to prove it to yourself is that you have to test it. You have to choose to imagine something, having something, and not doing anything that you know of to do to make it so. That you step back and you don't try to make anything happen. And a lot of times, all what people tell you to start with something small, they will say, think of something that's really simple, that you really don't really care that much about, and see if it comes to you without you trying to make it come to you, without you trying to go and get it. So maybe it's a nice hat that you would like, or maybe you have a nice restaurant you want to go to, and you imagine that you're going there, and then you mess around and find out your girlfriend says, hey, you want to go check out this restaurant? I heard they got really good food. And it's the exact restaurant that you want to go to. But you may say, that's too easy. That's a coincidence. That would have happened anyway. She always doing stuff like that. So you could try to excuse that it was you that caused it and say it would have happened anyway. So then you try it again. And you see, and you do something bigger. And then you choose something like, I know the only reason this has to happen is because I imagine it, and for no other reason. It isn't because I knew the right people. It wasn't because I had the right amount of money. It isn't because of anything other than I imagined it, and that's why it happened. Hello, Artleys. So I'm in, my phone is about to die because I definitely want to hear this one. Oh, I will, definitely. I repost on my YouTube channel. You can watch the whole thing over on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, but I always repost the lives on there. So I was thinking, like, I'm choosing between London and Paris, and I can imagine loving both places too. Live since I am God. And I thought, well, what's the point of my higher self? And who's to say you had to choose between the two? Why you keep thinking you have to choose between this or that? You're God. You can have both. You could decide to live in Paris for a while, and you could decide to live in London. You can decide to have apartments in both. Like people that live in the U.S., some people live bi-coastal, right? Some people live in New York, and some people live in California. There are people that have multiple homes around the world. Exactly. You don't have to limit yourself. That's the whole point. No limitation, because you're God. Oh, you're welcome. Have a great night. Have a great night. Exactly. Go to both places. And say, if you want to switch your life around, how would you go about it, or where would you start? You would imagine all about Amara. What is it that you want? What is it? Do you have an idea, or is it that you just want to be happy? Like, do you know what you want? And so you go to the end and you see yourself having it. Like, what does your new life look like? A lot of people like to journal their new life. Some people like to write it down because that makes it feel more real to them. Others like to do vision boards of the type of life they like to have because that makes it feel more real to them. And then others can imagine in their mind what their life looks like, and that makes it real to them. And then others can just talk about it, and that makes it more real to them. So what resonates with you? Doing a vision board, journaling, visualizing, or just talking to oneself. But you want to go to the end and see and say what it is your life looks like now that you have it. And so the key is, do you know what that looks like? Do you know what you want? Say, but if I had to choose and I know both could be great, why would I turn my higher self? Turn on. And we're saying, why would you have to choose? Why would you have to choose? You're saying you have to choose. No one said you had to choose. You're saying you have, that's a reality you're creating for yourself. But you would turn to your higher self because you just said you're scared of making a bad decision. Isn't that what you said? See, here's the thing. You're creating a reality and you're creating circumstances, then asking me, why did you create the circumstance? I have no idea why you created the circumstance. You created the limitation. I didn't put the limitation on you. You created that limitation. You said I have two choices, and then I'm scared to choose between the two because I think I may get one wrong. So then I said that's where meditation comes in, and you go in within yourself to get the answer about which decision is right for you. But you're created this right or wrong. You're saying that one way is a right way and one way is a wrong way because you're scared of making a wrong decision. You created that reality. I do all the above, so I'm surrounded by it. Oh, okay. I think journaling will be for me. And yes, I do know what I want. Freedom and to feel safe. Okay. So then journal and go to the end and imagine what does your life look like now that you are that person? Not how you're going to get it. Just journal. I am so happy, or I am so thankful now that your life looks like however you say you want it to look, right? That's what you're writing the story of your life. You're making it first person present tense, or you're making it past tense. So you can do remember when. I remember when I used to want to be this type of person. And now I have all the things I ever wanted. I have this, and this. I feel this, and this. And I am so thankful, this, and this. Or you can write it from the first person present tense. I am so thankful that I am living in so and so and so and so. I am making so and so amount of money, so and so. I am free to do whatever, so and so. I love, everything about it. You can be as detailed as you like, or you can be as general. There's no wrong or right. Have fun with it. Be thankful and go to sleep in a state that you already have your dream life. Say, I don't know. I was doing that till you just said that. You say, how do I uncreate what I just did? Just change your mind. Just decide differently. It's really that simple. It ain't no big thing, dream woman. No big thing. Yeah, like a day in the life of how it would look like. Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Lisa. Yep. Just decide. Here's the thing. You cannot get it wrong, dream woman. You cannot, we have to stop walking in fear and thinking that we can mess it up. It's just, and even if you did mess it up, so what? You get to change it. It's just an experience. Who cares? You got to stop seeing it as a mistake and failure and just see it as an experience that you get to change at any point, at any time. Exactly. I need to stop thinking I'm messing something up when I go back to the old story for a split. Right. Yes, kids, keep it super simple. Yes. We got to give ourselves grace. Give ourselves grace. Say my course is launching Saturday. One-on-ones have been requested. Ooh, all right, Lisa. All right, that's beautiful. Wow! That is amazing. Wow! Say, this is my biggest obstacle, double-minded, not wanting to choose wrong. Get out of that mindset. That's when you need to meditate on the answer that you want to have so you can feel, safe about it. So you can feel good about it. But the thing is, you can't get it wrong. Because you have the ability to revise. You can revise. Revise. You just have to just remember that everything is just an experience anyway. No one is judging you. You're the only one judging you. You're the only one saying something is right or wrong, good or bad. There is no good or bad. Only thinking makes it so. There are no failures. There's only experiences. Now you know better of what you want through the experience. Now you have clarity. And it's okay. And you know that a lot of times the things that happen in your life was based on your negative thinking. If you just thought better or thought differently, you'd had a different experience. It's really just that simple. Just that you thought differently, you'd had a different experience. If you had a mindset, it doesn't matter what happens, all things work out for me, then it doesn't matter what happens because all things work out for you. But if you're walking around like, oh my goodness, because here's the thing. If you're fearing that the worst will happen, that's usually what you manifest. The thing you feared has come upon you because that was your focus. Take your focus off of it. So I'm coming to terms with that in a recent situation I'm dealing with. Yep, revising it. You say it sure has. And it's okay though. It's okay. Now you know better. It's okay. I know that's right. Yes, you're getting what you want. Absolutely. It's already done. Say revising, whatever they call it. Right. Right. Because now you understand that you have to have a different state of mind. You have to have a different perspective. And that's all it is. You just have to change your mind about it. That's all revision is. That's it. So I wanted quickest way for solutions, manifestations to come. So more pressure on myself by me. Yep. We have to learn to enjoy the journey. We have to learn how to enjoy getting there. We really do have to learn how to sit back and enjoy the ride. That's the whole purpose of why we came. We came for the experience. Because here's the thing. You can get things you're not ready for, but wouldn't you rather be prepared for your great transformation? Wouldn't you rather be prepared for the great transformation that's about to occur in your life? Right? Instead of everything coming at you at one time and everything you ever wanted happen right now, and now you're overwhelmed, and now you're trying to figure it out, and now you're like, oh my God, what happened? I don't know what to do. It's just all happening so quick. Oh my goodness, all the money is just coming in so fast, and all the manifestations are just coming. Because that happens. That happens to people. Stuff start coming in, and they don't know how to handle it. They didn't become the person, so they don't know how to handle the success, the wealth. And what ends up happening? They can't sustain it. And then they're telling the story of, I remember when, yeah, that was me. I had that and I couldn't accept. So you want to be prepared. Like the Lion King, Scar. Be prepared. You want to be prepared. You want to dig the ditches. Prepare for the blessing. Be ready to receive it. Have the right mindset to be able to accept all of the different changes and transformations that will come from being the multimillionaire, from being the successful entrepreneur, from being whatever it is you want, to being the wife, to being whatever it is. I don't know what, to running the marathon. You're in a marathon, you have to train for the marathon, right? Because you have to condition the body for the marathon, right? Life is not a sprint. It's a marathon. But we want to treat life like a sprint because we want to hurry up and get there. Okay. That microwave gratification, boy. See, not even gonna lie, I was mad at myself. I was like, how dare you? But I'm ready to be gentle. Yes, yes, yes. Say, then I forget. Then they brought it up. Thinking, oh, okay, yes. Yes, be prepared. Now I daily remind myself and believe everything's working out for me, even when it doesn't seem like it. Absolutely. Claiming a waterfall of clients, yes. And that you're able to handle the waterfall of clients, yes. Say the money can come now, though, quickly. All right, I ain't mad at that. Oh, you're welcome to Face Collection. All about it. I had that. I manifested followers on TikTok, and when it came, I wasn't prepared for it. And the niche. Ooh. All right, all about Amari. Yep. Said I didn't even like or do consistently. OMG, I loved him in the cartoon. Live action Scar was scary. Oh, you saw the live action? Say he was wild. Oh, wow. Thank you, Kim Vega. Yeah, we be wanting it, and then when we get it, because we didn't become it's about being the person that has the thing, so the thing comes up. Too many of us want to put the cart before the horse. We want the thing and then think, well, I'll be it once the stuff comes. Money don't make you wealthy. Money don't make you wealthy. You got to be wealthy. You got to have the wealth mindset. You got to be able to manage wealth. Wealth management. Are you a good steward over your money now? Are you a good steward? Because if you ain't a good steward now, you ain't going to be a good steward when the money come either. I'm just saying, if you don't know how to manage what you have now, what make you think you can manage millions and you can't manage what you got now? You're not thankful, you complaining. You every time a bill come through, you mad. Don't you know when you got millions, the bill's gonna be higher? But you can't even handle the bills you got now. But don't you know you're a millionaire, the bills are higher? You have more bills and they're greater. But you can't even handle the one you got. The ones you got. So how you think you gonna? But okay, that's why you gotta be it. You gotta know, you gotta be wealthy before the wealth comes. So you can know how to manage that wealth. Be a good steward. Too much is given, much is required. Be a good, right? We had the example in the Bible about being a good steward over your money. I affirmed on embodiment and felt a shift. Ooh, yes, yes. Ooh, yes, I got to make sure I'm ready. LOL. I've just been thinking of getting the desires. That's why we're told to seek ye first the kingdom and all the righteousness and all the things are added to you. There's a reason why you're told to seek first the kingdom. Be the person that has the thing and then the thing has to show up. But too many of us chasing things, wanting things, but don't want to be the person that the thing end up having you. And now you like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. It's so overwhelming, so much going on, all this and that and all. And you should be able to have whatever you want. I'm not trying to deter anyone from their blessing. I just want you to be able to sustain it. I want you to keep your blessing. I want you to enjoy your blessing. So make sure you're in the right state of mind to receive the blessing. I got you, Lisa. Now you got something to meditate on. Now you just got something to meditate on. That's all. That's it. Right. It should not stop the manifestation of money. No, it shouldn't, because everything is an experience. Because because here's the question. It's always, it is better to have loved and lost, or is it better to not have loved at all? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Is it better to have loved and lost, or not to have loved at all? I say always go for the experience. It's always better to experience it than to not have ever experienced it. Say what? Yes. Just don't let the experience have you. Make sure you're having the experience. But it's not just about money. It's about any manifestation, though. I know we live in a society where money is the thing, but it's about the health that you want. It's about the relationships that you want, right? It's about your emotional stability, for lack of a better word. Emotional intelligence. That's what I wanted to say. Emotional intelligence. Sometimes I'm like, I want an SD, an SP, but I'm too mouthy. I really gotta be it. They gonna love you if you mouthy. The right person gonna love the mouth. Don't even worry about that. So I have to manifest a large amount in a few days, but honestly, I'm like, even if it don't, I won't. I want it, yes. Exact. No, you won't. You most definitely won't. You're right about that. Right, if that's what you want, all about Amara, if that's what you want, of course you go for it. Of course. Because they're going to love everything about you because you love everything about you. He said, I just want his money. That's it. Oh, the sugar daddy. Oh, that's what you... I thought you was meaning SP. You bet sugar daddy. Oh, okay. Hey. I'm here for the sugar daddies. I'm here for the sugar daddies. Get that sugar daddy. Let that old man spend that money on you. That's all he want to do anyway. Get that sugar daddy. That's right. I'm here. I'm here for those that want the sugar daddy. Yep. I used to see some of them on my FYP. I'm like, yep. And y'all ain't doing nothing but being taken out and flown all over the world. I mean, if you choose to do something more than that, make sure you're comfortable with it. But why not? No judgment here. I'm here for it. So you manifesting sugars too? I know that's right, all love. I know that's right. They say you came in at a great time, huh, Kelly Janae? Oh. See, it's all in fun, Fro Globe. It's all in fun. People just having fun. It's just all for the experience. And then when they want a relationship with love, they'll switch and get the relationship with love. So you thought you was the only one, huh, all love? No, I'm here for it. I mean, not for me, because I'm happily married. But I mean, like, for y'all, that's what y'all want. Don't get it twisted. I've even had people in my DMs. Like, nah, I'm good. You say you so happy right now, huh, Alla? Yeah, they do. They do. But, you know, if you can do those OnlyFans, right? Like if you're really big on Instagram, there are like them only, if you got an OnlyFans, because you don't have to do nothing crazy on OnlyFans. And there are men out there that just will pay for stuff just, hey, like I said, I'm not here to judge nobody. And it's just an experience. But I do know, you know, I know some people personally that have never met the men, never met them, sending them money and buying airplane tickets and sending them money for different stuff to pay for different, you know, hundreds of dollars. And, you know, because they're lonely or they just got extra money and don't know what to do with it. So, hey, it is what it is. My thing is, as long as you feel safe and you know, you're conscious, because that's all that matters. And remember, this world ain't nothing but a play. It's make believe anyway. Oh, hey, Jakari and Pryo. Hey. Right, Allah. Hey, I'm telling you them only, I don't know if they still do it. Is OnlyFans still a thing? But yeah, some people are just, they got feet, they got all kind of fetishes out there. People like feet. If y'all got some cute toes, do some feet. Look at me trying to get y'all advice. Let me stop. No, whatever, just do what y'all. But I just know that there is a safe way to do it, and you ain't some of these. You don't even got to meet some of these people. They'll just send you money. You know. I don't always feel like they won't subscribe. You are beautiful, girl. You beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. You are beautiful. They gonna subscribe. You are beautiful, Lisa. So, girl. Hey, Crystal. Oh, all right, Crystal. All right, 200 bones. All right. Wow. You on your way. You are on your way. Right. They don't work hard for nothing. Absolutely, Lola. See, I'm gonna ride this hat to the end, right? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. I know this conversation went a little to the left a little bit. Not left, but I know we having fun, but All right, all about tomorrow, right? Oh no, you don't. Nope, you don't. Yeah, we like to celebrate the successes over here, all about tomorrow. We love to celebrate the successes. I know multiples. Right, right, right. That's it. Yep. So you got them in different. Wasn't that a TikTok thing in different area codes? Wasn't that a TikTok last year? So I was doing money mantras on TikTok today, and it came. Ooh, all right, Crystal. Yes, yes. But all in all, I just want my husband to pay for my stuff. I know that's right. And my husband does. I'm a kept woman. I don't have to work. I'm a stay-at-home wife. I need to manifest my husband to pay for all my stuff too. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's already done, Crystal. It's already done. It's already done. Yep. Just like you saying those money goals, those money affirmations. I know, right, Lisa? I know, right? Hey, if that's something you thinking about doing, hey, have fun with it. Say just asking for a friend. Oh, what did you say, Luna? Oh. My only thing is I need to get outside in my mind. He'll just come knocking on my door. You don't know where you're going to meet him. He might just come knocking at your door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Stop trying to think about how it's going to happen. If you desire to be married, you're already married. You don't know where your husband, you may be introduced by a friend, by a family member. You may end up going to a club, to a concert, to the grocery store, to the gas. You don't know where your husband is, but your consciousness does. Your I am knows exactly where your husband is and knows how to bring you two together. You just got to see yourself as already being married. We get too hung up on the how. I met my husband online. I didn't have to go out either. We met online 11 years ago. Say I revised SP Network. Okay, then I saw a post. He's a billionaire or net worth. He's a billion. Okay, okay, okay. It's like I was. Oh, okay, okay. See, that's my type of relationship. If it's up to me, I'll be with my men until the end of time. Yes. Say, I asked for billions, but I'll take it. I know that's right. Say, oh man, what I miss? Hey, hey, A-Town, millionaires. Yes, yes, yes. Hey. I've been on for a while, A-Town. I've been on for a while. You just missed it. They were just talking about sugar daddies, A-Town. 11 years ago. Wow, beautiful and blessing. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, you was here. You was here. Oh. Yep. It'll be 10 years married on the 17th of this month. 10 years, we'll celebrate 10 years of marriage this month. I still got to book our trip. Oh, wow. Oh, that was your old past life. Uh-oh. You was somebody's sugar daddy? Uh-oh. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say, well, you know, what can I say? Oh, all right. That's funny. Oh. Oh my goodness. I know, right? It definitely ain't. It ain't tricking if you got it. It definitely ain't. I'm here for it. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. That's right. It ain't tricking if you got it. That's right. Famous last words. That's what's up. Oh. Say, what do I do to get my SP if my 3D looks horrible? Hey, Leslie, it has nothing to do with what your 3D looks like. How does your mind look? What is your mind saying? What are you telling yourself daily, on a daily basis? Are you complaining about being single? Are you excited about being a couple? So my favorite way to manifest, I found a revision. I like to revise. But when it comes to just something that I desire without having to, revise anything, I normally just talk to myself. I can just talk it. I could speak it into existence. I don't do it because I can visualize, but I don't use that to visualize. I just say, yeah, I want this thing to happen. And I keep telling myself that, so I meditate on having that conversation with myself and definitely falling asleep saying it. But most of my manifestations has come with me just speaking it. Revision works when I fall asleep, going to sleep revising. But when it comes to like manifesting, Like, like with me starting the TikTok or starting the YouTube, or, you know, when I manifested, you know, the different flight, or how much I paid for my car. And most of my manifestations come from me just speaking it. Just saying it within myself. Oh, I like to, you know, like I was like, oh, I would like to get an upgrade on my flight. And then, you know, I didn't imagine what that would look like. I was just like, oh, I wonder how it's going to happen. Nope, no, I'm not going to worry about it. And then, you know, and then when I imagined going to Dubai, because at first I was a little about going to Dubai because we were going like right after COVID. So I had to, you know, rework my mind about, no, it's cool, it's okay, everything gonna work out, we ain't gonna have no problems, we're gonna be able to go, you know, test gonna come back negative, going there and coming back, and it's gonna be an awesome time. And it ended up being an awesome time, and we went, you know, yeah, a lot of the things, now I think about it, most of my manifestations come from me just speaking it. So I try to affirm my new reality, but doubts creep in throughout the day. That's when revision is helpful, Leslie. That's when you want to revise. You want to use revision when doubts come up. Yeah, positive self-talk. Is revising saying we never broke up, or that we're together now? So it can either be either one. Which one resonates with you? So you can say, what actually happened is, you know, like say something specifically caused the breakup. You can say, well, what actually happened, we just, you know, we never had a disagreement. You know, they never said they never want to see me again, or I wasn't the one that said it. And, you know, everything's all good. You know, you can actually say it together, right? We never broke up and we're still together, right? That's how the revision, usually if it's something specific that took place that caused it, then I revise the thing that happened and say it never happened. I did that with the disagreement I had with one of my cousins. I revised it and changed the outcome, and it ended up being like we never had the argument. We never had to discuss it. There was no apologies necessary. It was as though the thing never took place. And I kept reimagining the conversation until it felt natural that we never had the disagreement. I had to keep replaying it, and that's when I used going to sleep. So I was reimagining so much, I even dreamed about it. I dreamed about her coming to my house. In the dream, it wasn't my house, but it was like she had, but I knew in the dream that was my house and that she had came, and it was as though nothing had ever happened. And then she ended up coming to my house, and we saw each other, and we just hugged, and we acted like nothing had ever took place. Hey, Gigi Johnson, say my conscious mind goes everywhere when I fall asleep. It's blocking me from getting to subconscious. It's not blocking you. You'll be surprised. It's you're impressing it. Don't give up. Persist. But it's happening. It's happening. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. It takes persistence. I had to do it a few times as well when I wanted to revise some things. Revision, you have to do a few times before, you know, because what happened is so in the front of your mind when you're revising. And yeah, when we're going to sleep, anytime we're programming, anytime we're deciding to be fixated on a thought, yes, other thoughts try to take over. And so that's where you have to just persist. But you keep doing it. I'm telling you, It's happening. You're impressing that subconscious. It's taking form. Don't give up. Don't give up. So OMG, that's what I've been doing too. Saying it never happened, and honestly I forget what was even said. Yup, that's it. Thank you. Say love, joy, peace, abundance is yours by default. Absolutely. After you revise, don't bring up the past. That's it. You can't bring it up. Plan from the end in mind. Yup. Yes. All about tomorrow. Yes. That's it. Yes. If your mind tries to remind you of 3D, but you tell it that it's not your reality, is it successful? Yes. Yes, it is. The thing is, you have to learn to stop to not respond to the 3D. But every time you respond to the 3D, to the old state, this is where you want to revise. And you want to say, well, actually what happened was I didn't even respond. Actually, when that situation came up, I didn't even, this is what I did. I had no reaction, right? And it may take just that time revising. It may 2 or 3, 4 more times. Here's the thing. You have to learn how to persist. Some things take a little more persistence than others. But you'll see, if you respond every time to the 3D and you find yourself revising it to that same situation, and say you had to do it 3 or 4 times. Because I've done it, especially when I came to how I was dealing with my children, not wanting to be that over-controlling parent anymore. And I would find myself, responding to maybe they didn't clean up, in a timely fashion, or they didn't do their chores, but I thought they should have. And I would go back to the old state of yelling and hollering at them. And so I would like, oh, nope, that's not how I wanted to. So, and sometimes it'll come to my mind like that day, or it may come to my mind a couple of days later. Whenever it comes to my mind and I realize I reacted in a way I didn't want to, I revise it right there. And the moment I'm aware of a reaction I gave that I didn't like, I just change it. And then it may happen 2 or 3 more times where I'm still responding the same way. And I go back and I just say, nope, I wanted to respond this way. The key is no guilt. Thank you, Layla. The key is don't judge it and be mad that you responded. That's the old state, and it wants to stay. So know that the old state is just trying to stay, and you just tell yourself, oh, I can revise that. Let me think of it differently. And then before you know it, you'll have the experience and you'll find yourself no longer reacting. And that's how you know you've changed. That's how you know the change has occurred. When you stop reacting to the 3D. And it may take a couple of times, and that's okay. For many of us, it takes a few times. You're welcome, Gigi. So I keep bringing up the past, but only when it talks to people that I've known. Oh, okay. I'm watching this live, sipping wine. I'm having a ball. Oh, yes. Love that. Hey, chocolate cakes for life. Back to the it's an ugly divorce. How can I fix it and revise in my SP? So, this word forgiveness. We must forgive, which means you really have to forgive you as well as your husband, which means you're going to have to learn how to let go and not hold any of the past against yourself or against your husband. And so I say forget Because I think forgetting and letting go is the same. Because when I say forget, I'm not saying that you don't remember what happened. I'm saying that when it comes to mind, there's no sting. When you think of the things that happen, there's no sting. You're not mad about it. You're not feel like, you have to be spiteful or upset or emotional about it. You can think of it and it doesn't bother you. That's what I mean by you forget or you let it go. And then you'll come to realize that some events in your life you will have forgotten, like, what actually happened. Like, you try to think about, like, what was I mad about? Like, I can kind of vaguely remember the details, but I don't really remember what led to this. That's probably the best place to be in. But forgiveness is key. You're going to have to forgive and love. So forgive is twofold. We talked about the forgetting to the let it go. You also have to give forth that's what you would like to receive. So to give forth the love, the compassion, the understanding, the peace, the joy. Like, you have to be those things in order to receive those things. So you have to give that what you would like to receive in return. Hello, Cheerwine. Hello, Layla. It seems like things are escalating with the divorce worse and worse. I know I shouldn't say this. Yep. So you have to work on your mindset, right? Chocolate cakes for life. Not really a wine drinker, but if I do drink wine, Moscato, pink Moscato, but I'm not really a wine drinker. So it took quite a few times for sure. Yep. Cheer wine. Right. I realized that the other person was only following the script I gave. They did nothing wrong. Yep. That's it. If people put their egos in check, forgiveness will come a lot easier. It would, Layla, most definitely. That's the point. I mean, I remember slightly, but not much of what was said. Usually I remember slightly. Yep. So usually I remember slightly every single detail. Give forth the love, understanding, and peace. Yes. Hello, Lyra. Hello. Yep. Yeah, because it's like, when you think of your husband, what are your thoughts about him? Are they loving thoughts? Are you like, oh, my husband, he just adores me. He can't get enough of me. He's the best husband I ever known. He's the best husband. Like, we're inseparable. We adore one another. We communicate so well. Like, do you build your husband up in your mind? Because when I think of my husband, that's what I do. I build my husband up in my mind. And then I also tell him as well. But I first build him up in my mind before I ever say anything. Because I want it to be genuine, right? I want it to be real. I want it to be sincere. I'm not just saying it to say it, but I'm saying it because I actually believe it. And it's not that I'm trying to get him to do anything, but it's because I know that my relationship with my husband is based on my self-concept. So let's be honest with us. How we thinking about our husband? How you thinking about him? Yep. Speak life into all relationships and friends. Yep. So when I say do nothing, Lyra, I say do nothing to make your manifestation happen. Anything you have to do will be natural because it'll be who you are. Right? So you're practicing being the person in your mind. And once you believe you already are that person, the doing is automatic. You're compelled. And a lot of the doing will be minuscule. You'll recognize, I loved how Mia Slay said it earlier. She said once she let go of control, which is what this means, let go of control, her manifestations came to her easily. She didn't have to go and try to get it, try to make it happen. They come to you. That's what I want us to understand. Then once you relinquish control, and that means stop trying to figure out how to make it so, and believe it's already so, it will come to you. You know, I think who has some great success stories regarding that is Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has some phenomenal stories of some of the people that he worked with, the things that they asked for and they did nothing to make it so. And they brought in their thing and things came to them. But it's like, you'll just come to find out that things just naturally happen. Things will just happen so naturally. It's like some things we do, we know that we have to do. It depends on where you are in life, right? So it's just like if you want to take a trip, but you know you don't have the finances to do it, right? But you desire to take a trip. So you don't worry about where the money's going to come from, how you're going to take the trip. You're just supposed to see yourself, as Neville would say, in Barbados, right? You have to see yourself already there without thinking about how you're going to get there, right? But you just see yourself. It's already happening. You know, like me doing these lives, I couldn't make people come to my lives, right? I had to believe that people would come. I can't make you come. I drew you, right? I drew you to me, but I didn't make you click on the live and make you start, right? You were drawn in by my belief that what I was saying, because what I'm comfortable in being in teaching this truth. Because of who I am, that's the reason why I have this platform, right? I couldn't make it so. It just naturally is so because of who I say I am. That I knew that I had a way, you know, and it was about me being comfortable with it, right? I don't really have to think too much about what I'm going to say. The most thinking I do is the topic. And that topic usually comes sometime earlier in the day, or it can come right before I get on live. It's not a whole lot of preparation that goes into coming on to live, because this information is in me. It's a part of me. So I naturally express it. That's what I mean by you don't have to do anything to make it so, because when you have the consciousness of wealth, wealth shows up. When you have the consciousness of health, health shows up. When you have the consciousness of being in a relationship, the SP shows up. And anything to bring that about, any doing you do, won't come from you consciously thinking about it. It will come from an unconscious way. Like, you know, you may end up going to the store. You didn't go to the store knowing you was going to meet your SP, but guess what? You met your SP there. Or you were just going to go out, you know, kick it with the girls that night, and that's when you met your SP, but you had no idea that that's when you were going to meet your SP. You just doing what comes natural to you. But your higher self, the greater part of you, knew exactly that the person that you were meant to meet, and put y'all in a place at the same time for y'all to meet one another. That's how things happen. This is where Lyra, you have to meditate. That's how you impress the subconscious, through meditation. Meditation and repetition. So during meditation, you're repeating in a calm, sincere voice the thoughts that you're going to create to beliefs. Your thoughts turn to beliefs through repetition and through sincerity, through acceptance of the truth. That's why during meditation is key, and falling asleep, impressing the subconscious with the new thoughts that turn to beliefs.
Yes, or they come to us as an idea. Yep, yep, yep. And I'm not one to work. I just get money from everywhere. But I felt compelled to this job, and that job just happens to have rich people. While, oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Carol. Inflow, yes. What should I do if I'm changing my thoughts but my beliefs are okay? I answered that already. People allergic to love and peace and fulfillment, they rather stay locked in turmoil. Gotta change that. Yeah, yeah. I should get out more for real. Do it all in fun. Do it all in fun. All about Amara. Get out because you want to have fun, not because you're trying to make something happen or meet someone. All because you just want to do it. All for the joy of it. Say hashtag FYP. So I'm going to use that in connection to, yes, yes, see the 3D or have it natural for us. Yes, yes. Oh, my battery is running low, guys. It's running low. But once again, we had an awesome live. I enjoyed everyone. So you said it. Yep, your intention and forget it. Yep, yep. You say no, all up. Okay, that makes sense. I need to do more meditation. How do I be sincere when struggling with a belief? The more you say it and say it softly as you're drifting off to sleep, Lyra, you know, and it takes practice. It's practice, 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 which is the repetition of it. The more you repeat it to yourself, and you're especially doing it at night when you're going to sleep, then when you wake up in the morning, and then maybe when you're bathing or maybe when you're cooking, this is the time you can impress the subconscious. When you're driving, right? Because we're always meditating, which means we're always talking to ourselves. We're always having that inner dialogue. So you just want to continue to impress the subconscious through repetition and be intentional about it, right? Be intentional. Say, oh, you do it through revision. Hey, oh, you do it through revision. You have to revise it and think differently about it. How do you want it to look? Because it'll look as though however you're imagining it. It's about your thoughts about it. So if you think different thoughts about it, you'll have a different reality. See, this was amazing. So much fun. Yes, yes, Lisa, I did. This was a beautiful live. I enjoyed it. Yes, yes, yes. Saying when I try revising, I'm falling asleep. I knock right out without even saying what I want. Say, I'll try again. Yes, yes, yes. You want to make sure you're going to sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. Go to sleep as being the person you desire to be, whether that's married, whether that's the millionaire, whether that's a healed body, a fit body, an entrepreneur, whatever it is you're desiring, you know, waterfall of clients, whatever it is, imagine yourself being the person and enjoy it. So this really was a good live, and it gave me a kick in the behind to get up and go, yes, yes. Oh, you're welcome, Lyra. Yes, yes. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much. I'll do a day in life on my higher self and read it to myself. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Success, abundant entrepreneur and wife and mother. Yes, yes, absolutely. Good night, guys. Good night.